Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be giving you an update about my most recent craniotomy. Just please excuse my voice because my vocal cord is still damaged and my voice is actually probably worse than what it was before the surgery. but hopefully it's coming back soon. Anyway, so if you saw my last video, you saw that I had surgery on January 25th, which was exactly 2 weeks ago from today. It was a pretty long surgery and pretty major. So I'm just going to kind of give you the rundown of what's been going on. So the surgery, they told me, was going to last about 6 to 8 hours. And so I was pretty nervous about that. As they wheeled me into the surgery, it was about 8 o'clock that morning. And then when I came out of it, it was 5 o'clock in the evening. The surgeon is amazing. He's so good and so skilled and just has the best bedside manner. And I'm just so grateful to him to be able to perform this surgery on me like that. So the surgery went as planned. It took him about 6 hours, I believe. That's what my husband said. And he had enough time to actually get rid of my tumor in my neck as well, because I had another lesion in the C2 vertebra that I told you guys last time was shrinking, and it shrank from 3 centimeters to 1 centimeter already. But since it was right in the area where he was going to cut through, he decided that he would just remove it as well, and he had plenty of time enough for that, which is a really good sign when it comes to surgery. So they were able to remove 100% of the tumor, which I was so grateful to hear and so excited about. I mean, that's miracle number one. They confirmed it with a CAT scan, and then they also confirmed it with an MRI that there was no residual tumor. So thank God for that. The second thing was me waking up. That's the other miracle. So I'm still here. I recorded a video just to make sure that, if I didn't wake up, that you guys would be able to see it. So I'm here with my sister, about to go into surgery and get this tumor out. Right, Mimi?
Goodbye, tumor.
Goodbye. Let's see, where are you?
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You are bigger than the whole sky.
Keep going, keep singing.
You're more than just a good time.
Say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to the tumor. Forever. Sayonara.
Ever to come back again.
Yes. So I am feeling pretty good. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wake up on the other side. And if I don't, then, this video is here, and my sister will show it to y'all.
Wow, I really love being the executor. Very fun job.
Bye. See you later. Anyway, so when I woke up, I think this is probably the worst part of recovery. I wasn't really expecting it at all, but I woke up just basically laying in bed, and then everything looked like it was upside down. I felt like I was laying sideways, like on the ceiling, kind of like Spider-Man. And I'm like looking down, and I'm like, whoa, I'm floating on the ceiling, and my bed is sideways. And so I just kept closing my eyes and opening them back up, thinking that it was gonna change orientations, but that didn't happen. So I just kept my eyes closed, and I was so dizzy and I was so nauseous. It just felt horrible. I was in pain, nauseous, dizzy, and then I realized that I was kind of choking on my spit, and that really freaked me out because I just couldn't swallow, and it just felt like everything was in my airway and I couldn't breathe, and I just kept saying that to the nurse, like I just kept making those sounds. And so they finally gave me a suction, and thank goodness, because that got rid of the saliva and I was able to breathe again. So I just remember the nurse saying, it's fine, you can breathe. But yeah, it really felt like I was drowning. So that was really scary. And after that, and I was just laying in bed, I just remember horrible pain in my neck. My head didn't feel too bad, but the neck pain was not fun at all. And I was trying to find a comfortable position on the pillow, but it was not possible. And I just lay there like super crooked for the rest of the night. And I just remember being in so much pain and not being able to find the right position. And I was just curled up on my left side, thinking that I couldn't put pressure on my right side because they made the incision there. So I laid like that for the whole night, and my sister was in the ICU with me. I had to be in the ICU for neuromonitoring for at least 24 hours, where they basically check on you every hour and do vital signs and give you oxygen. And they even had an arterial line in my foot. I just was hooked up everywhere, and I had a Foley catheter in for the urine. So yeah, so it was pretty extensive, and my sister stayed with me that whole night. I just remember hearing her and the nurse talk and their conversations, and I wanted to really talk. I wanted to chime in, but I just could not open my mouth. Like, cognitively, I knew everything that was going on, and I had so much, it was almost like racing thoughts, but I couldn't say anything, and it just felt like I wanted to say something, but I was so tired. So I ended up just laying there, probably completely silent the whole night, with periodic, like, I need a suction. So my sister would be giving that to me. And then the following day, when I woke up, again, I was in excruciating pain because of the neck issue and the pillow. So my sister was talking to the nurse, and they were trying to find a solution for me. They were going to order me this special pillow that kind of molds to you, and it came later in the day, and it made things a little bit more comfortable, but not really. But I realized at that time that I could actually lay on my neck, so I kind of centered myself instead of laying crooked to the side with it causing so much more pain that way. So at least I was able to find a better position, but I was still in a lot of pain. So I was getting morphine for pain medication. Everything had to be IV because, my swallowing problem. I couldn't take any pills. And I remember that day the people just kept coming in and trying to get me up out of bed. There was occupational therapy, speech and swallow, and then there was physical therapy. I could not do anything besides get up with the occupational therapist because they were the first ones there. Because any time that I moved my body, I was going to throw up, and I was so nauseous and having vertigo the whole time. So it was not fun at all. I didn't want to be moved. I didn't want to be touched. I didn't want to be talked to. I just wanted them to leave me alone, but they just kept coming. So that was horrible. And then I had to go get the CAT scan and be moved for that. So I don't know how I made it through, but I did. So they transferred me over to the regular floors, and I was improving. My swallow had improved a lot. They just couldn't clear me to eat yet. I needed to get like a barium swallow study done, where they give you this material to drink, and then they do x-rays and they monitor where the food goes, because they don't want it to go into the wrong airway and get aspiration pneumonia and things like that. So I finally got that test done on Monday. The surgery was on Thursday. I was pretty much waiting until Monday for them to do it. And finally they did it, and it was still very weak, the swallowing, but I was able to swallow, so they put me on a regular diet. That helped a lot, because 4 days of not eating is not fun. Getting IV fluids the whole time, and I was getting hungry, so I was really excited to be able to eat. And then finally to switch over to taking some pills, which helped because I could get Tylenol and some other things for the pain. I ate a lot of hospital food, and I was improving. I just was not very active. I couldn't really get out of bed that much because I still had some balance issues. I felt like every time I moved, I was tilting to the right side. I just felt off balance, so it was hard to get up and walk. But by then, they did remove my Foley, and I was able to walk to the bathroom on my own, so that was good. So on Tuesday, so post-op day 5, they decided that I could get discharged. So I got discharged really early that morning. Since I've been home, the recovery has been a lot slower than I had anticipated. I mean, I kind of knew that it was going to be slow, but there were different challenges. For example, I thought that having brain surgery just meant that you have pain in your head and maybe some neurological things to recoup from, like the swallowing and the vocal cords and some balance issues, which is fine. And I had all those things, which I expected, and the surgeon said that he expected as well, from manipulation of all the areas in my brain, especially the cerebellum. So it's not anything that they wouldn't have expected. But for me, it was actually a lot of pain in my lower body. I don't know if it was just the position that I was in, that I was sleeping just upright with many pillows. I had to keep like propping pillows up because I guess I'm supposed to sleep upright and not lay flat. And so I've been doing that for days, and so my sacrum and my tail, like my tailbone area, has been hurting so bad, and my legs are contracted and just really stiff. I've been really bedbound for a lot longer than I thought I would be. Doing anything made me so exhausted, like just even trying to get up to take a shower or to eat. I had to take a shower every other day because there's just so much work to do. And all of my meals and food was prepared by my husband, and he brought me everything I needed. I mean, literally just did everything for me. My mother-in-law brought food over, and she's so sweet. And so basically I was just getting the princess treatment for this whole time, and it's great actually, because I'm used to being super independent and not very needy, but I decided to just let myself get this treatment and get this rest that I very much needed. I was taking pain medications mostly for my lower body pain and not really for the headache. It's actually kind of numb in this whole area. I thought my neck was going to be worse, but it's actually not that bad. They put absorbable sutures in there, so I have a scar that you can't really see it, but it goes from like here and the back of my ear all the way to like the midline. It's like a hockey stick, and then below they put like a whole incision right here in my neck where they removed the tumor. So it's actually like very well hidden, and you can barely see it. And the sutures are in there, and they're gonna just dissolve on their own after 6 weeks, which is great because I don't have to go get sutures removed or have staples. I hate staples. So the whole scalp is pretty much numb. It's a little bit sensitive, like where I have to be very careful when I'm showering or combing my hair. But overall, like, the head pain is not bad at all. I just can't really move my neck. Like, I don't have very much range of motion. You're not supposed to lift anything heavy or bend over, anything like that. So I'm kind of just like this like stiff person walking around, and I can only see like, I can't really see my periphery. Oh yeah, so that's the other thing, was seeing double vision. Ever since then, it's improved a whole lot, but for a while my right side kind of felt a lot more blurry. And then I also have some weakness on the right side of my face that seems to be worse than what it was before. You can kind of see it when I make certain facial movements, or if I smile. It's very subtle, but it's there and it's weak, which I am still like, still thankful for, because it's not paralyzed, and I feel like it's gonna probably get better over time. Yeah, so I mean, I think really the recovery is slow, but today has been the best day that I have had. Last night I did some stretches with my tailbone, and I decided to lay flatter. I actually slept on just like one pillow instead of two, because if my head feels better, it feels like I can lay it flat now. And wow, that made a huge difference. Like, my tailbone pain just magically went away, and I woke up this morning feeling great, and I didn't have to take any pain medication, and I was able to walk around and record this video. So I'm just so grateful. I mean, it's like when you feel like you're just climbing that mountain and you get to the top and you're just like, oh my gosh. I mean, I've been through many surgeries, so I know how recovery is. It always still sucks a lot to have to go through it, even though you know that it's temporary and you know that this pain won't last. So I took off a month of work, and hopefully I can get back to work in time so I don't have to take any disability. I just have to use up all of my vacation time and sick leave and all that. I am happy to get back to work. I just not rush the recovery period. So I'm gonna just try to keep relaxing and keep doing everything I can. The other thing that I've been focused on is just trying to eat really well, eat a lot of protein, making sure that I eat like nutrient dense food so that I can heal quickly. It's been harder to meditate and to get my mind right, but just continuing to pray and continuing to read God's word and remember his promises, and just getting through the day like that, each day by day and hour by hour. The last thing is really just, I wanted to thank everyone so much for sending me the text messages and commenting on my YouTube video and sending me messages on all the social media, checking in on me, praying for me. It just means so much, and I really think that my recovery would have been a lot different if it wasn't for everybody's support. My heart is just full of gratitude for making it through the surgery and for just being here and still being alive and being able to share this. I'm probably going to post another update video in a couple weeks depending on how I feel, and I really hope that the recovery just keeps going smoothly from here. Thank you for listening so much, and thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them below, and I would love to help anyone that needs anything, so just let me know if you have any questions that you want me to answer. Okay, so thanks again. All right, bye guys, see you next time.